Hello, hi everyone. Today, me and SHARAN and MOHAN and my friend Muhammad NAZHIMSHAH bin NAZALI. So we are present the assessment of case study. So we are prepare this slide for present and prepare for Madam Nurul Farida. So introduction. Data breach or data leak is the release of sensitive, confidential, or protected data to an untrusted environment. A data breach can result in the leak of several types of information such as financial data, medical and personal health information, personally identifiable information, and intellectual property and vulnerable and sensitive information. This can resolve by using data security that protecting data from unauthorized access and data corruption throughout its life cycle. In this case study, we explore the investigation and countermeasure from the scenario that tell patient record were breached but no evidence found for the breach that happened. So from this case study, we are explore the investigation based on scenario and the countermeasure action for mitigate that uh, that problem not happen in future days. Investigation. This scenario that no medical personal details of 1.5 million patients that visited Quaisara Health Specialist Clinic and Polyclinic from 1 January 2016 to 12 December 2021 illegally accessed and copied. This data contains some sensitive information such as patient name, patient IC number, patient address, patient gender, patient race, and patient date of birth. This represents stealing confidential information with intention to cause wrongful loss to the Quaisara outpatient clinics and polyclinics of the confidential information on the particular time. So, this scenario tells that the patient data that illegally accessed and copied. So, the content of the data is patient name, number, patient IC number, address, their patient date of birth. So the patient data is a very confidential information. So so in the particular time, the data accessed and gained by someone, then they are having a lot of patient data, but the secure data system got weakness. Next, the 250,000 outpatient dispensed medicines of patients having exfiltrated. This means the moving sensory data of patient about outpatient dispensed medicines in the Quaisara Health Specialist outpatient clinics and polyclinics to outside Quaisara Health Specialist perimeter without permission. So from this, 250,000 patient medicine details having is exfiltrated. So from the exfiltrated, the sensory data of patient uh, maybe in outside from the Quasara specialist uh, outpatient clinics perimeter without permission. After that, the record were not found modified, such as destroying, manipulating, or editing because no evidence found were data amended or deleted, but the patient data keep on track and accessed by someone. Other than that, the record of diagnosis, test result of doctors' notes were breached, and in other public healthcare IT systems we faced the similar breach, but from this did not find evidences. This concluded that all this happened on the healthcare system where the attackers monitor and gain each of the patient data that entry without permission and not do any modify for the data records at that track. For this, we as a society people and the organizations can take action that countermeasure for mitigate the issues of data breaches. So from this, the records will not modify, but someone track the data and keep monitoring the patient data. So the record of diagnosis, the doctor notes and test results, all the data is monitored by someone. So from this, we are investigate and conclude that someone track the healthcare system uh, for gain each of the patient data uh, that entry without permission of the organization. So the similar breach action also happen in another healthcare IT systems. So from this, we are the society people and organization may take some action for countermeasure for mitigate this issue. for decrease the data breaches action. Next part is present by NAZHIMSHAH.
Countermeasure. First, response team. The plan should lay out exactly what steps need to be taken to minimize the company's vulnerability, how to handle ransomware, who should be contacted in case of a breach, and anything else that seems necessary. It should also clearly state what and where data is kept, so we can determine what has been hacked quickly as well as where any backups are. Having a response team in a place to carry out this plan is a wise move. Waiting until breach occur to determine what needs to be done and who needs to do it can cost the company a lot of time and a lot of money. So response team ni dengan adanya response team ni yang lakukan rancangan ni adalah salah satu langkah yang bijak. Ini kerana mereka akan menentukan perkara yang perlu dilakukan. Second, be educated. Being aware of threats or potential threats as well as new method of hacking and security is one of the most important steps. It is difficult to know how to protect from a threat when we are not even sure what that threat is. Stay up to date on cybersecurity so we will always be educated and make informed decision. So semakin lama zaman akan makin maju, so we need to be educated seperti dengan selalu up to date or follow up dengan perkembangan berkenaan dengan cyber ni lah. Third, data encryption. Encrypting data means coding it in such a way that it needs a unique code for one to be able to access it. This means that only authorized users can actually access the data. One of the best way to encrypt our data and protect the security is through the use of a VPN or virtual private network. So data encryption ni adalah menukarkan sesuatu data or password pada sesuatu unique code. Salah satu caranya untuk encrypt dan protect data ini dengan melalui penggunaan VPN. Yang keempat, train employees on security. In truth, it doesn't matter how many preventative steps we take if our employees are not following procedure. At the same time, without the proper training, our employees will not know what those procedures are or how to follow them. For example, if our employees are unaware that using their own phones to access social media while at work is opening a door, they have no reason to avoid it. It is our company's job to train employees on security measures and to provide any security items they need, such as VPN or other program. So, train employees on security ni adalah melatih pekerja tentang security. Tanpa latihan yang betul, pekerja ni dia tidak akan tahu apa prosedur-prosedur yang ditetapkan. Dengan melatih pekerja ni, mereka akan lebih teliti sewaktu mereka sedang bertugas lah. Last, limit access. The more employees we have that can access sensitive information, the easier it is for a door to be left open. Limit the number of people who have access to secure data down to those who truly need it. When possible, compartmentalize access instead of having a handful of people who can access all of the information. Have different employees responsible for small portion of data. So limit access ni, makin ramai pekerja yang boleh akses ke dalam maklumat sensitif, makin mudah pintu tersebut akan terbuka. Jadi hadkan bilangan orang yang boleh akses bagi melindungi data tersebut lah. Conclusion. In a digital world, data can be considered as valuable gold, yet is too often treated as worthless as trash. Roughly, 2 data breaches occur each day in 2015, according to the Identify Theft Resource Center, and the California Dental Association reported the most common type of data breach in the medical industry is a physical breach. While many IT departments focus on active threats like virus and malware, it's often passive instances that do the most damage. Organizations that take time for important parts such as countermeasure, it will ultimately see a return on their invest time through a less likely risk for client information to be leaked or stolen. That's all from us. Thank you.